there has been a drastic increase in cancer cases among young people. Looking at the risk of being diagnosed with cancer between the ages of 15 and 39, that risk has increased by 40%. We will learn from Barbara O'Neill, an Australian health educator who is known internationally for her focus on the body's natural healing potential. This video focuses on what environments promote cancer cells, including how acidity in the body can create a favorable environment for these cells. She will teach why foods that help the body become slightly more alkaline can help protect against cancer. Specifically, there are 7 easily accessible foods that help the body maintain a healthy pH balance. Cancer loves acidic, oxygen-deprived environments. Moreover, cancer also loves sugar. Knowing this, it makes great sense to alkalize the body's tissues. When people come to us seeking help in fighting cancer, we suggest a highly alkalizing diet, ways to oxygenate the body, and we also drastically eliminate glucose and sugar intake. Everyone wants a quick fix, but unfortunately, there are no shortcuts. We are going to address what the best foods are to consume, considering the pH balance. Before we delve into the 7 foods for cancer protection, let's first understand pH. Maintaining the body's pH balance, particularly keeping the blood slightly alkaline, pH 7.35 to 7.45, is crucial for optimal immune function and protection against diseases like cancer. A balanced pH supports enzyme function, cellular integrity, microbial control, inflammation regulation, nutrient absorption, and detoxification. Diet plays a significant role in this balance, consuming more alkalinity-forming foods while moderating acidity-forming foods, helping maintain a healthy pH. This dietary approach can enhance the body's natural defense mechanisms, contributing to overall health and disease prevention. The first food is lemon, and you might be surprised to see that the first alkaline food I'm highlighting is the humble lemon. You might think that lemon is acidic, and it is, but it is acidic where it needs to be. There's only one part of the body that needs to be acidic. Do you know what it is? The stomach. Because if the stomach isn't acidic, you can't break down your proteins. But when the lemon breaks down in the intestines and the minerals are absorbed into the blood and thus, the tissues, it has an alkaline effect. This is because lemon is rich in alkaline minerals such as sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, and iron. These are the alkaline minerals, and lemon is rich in these minerals. Isn't lemon wonderful? Every house should have one. We should have a lemon tree. Here, we don't use vinegar, we use lemon. Lemon is much superior. Dark leafy green vegetables are also alkalinity-forming. We should consume dark leafy greens every day, such as kale, parsley, chard, spinach, and silver beet. Vegetables like barley grass or super greens are also great. In general, vegetables have an alkalizing effect, but there is a caveat with them. Some vegetables can have an alkaline effect for some people and an acidic effect for others. These include tomatoes, peppers, eggplant, called differently in some countries, and potato, not sweet potato, but the nightshade group of vegetables. For some people, these vegetables can have an acidic effect, and for others, an alkaline effect. That's why fine-tuning is personal. No expert can tell you exactly how to fine-tune it, only your body can. It seems that if you have an inflammatory condition in the body may be fueled by the vegetables in the nightshade family. If you love these foods and have no adverse reactions or arthritis, you can consume them without issue. When you cook tomatoes with oil, and I think you'll agree with me that olive oil and tomato combine very well, almost hand in hand, a plant compound called lycopene is released. Lycopene belongs to the fat-soluble family, and that's another reason why we should consume some oil with our meals, as it helps release fat-soluble vitamins. Lycopene is a powerful antioxidant and has the ability to reduce inflammation in the prostate, which is good news, right? So, every man over the age of 40 should consume a plate of cooked tomatoes with olive oil maybe 3 or 4 times a week. Not difficult, right? Also, certain types of legumes, such as lima beans, lentils and soybeans, are alkalinity-forming. You might wonder why some legumes. Some legumes are alkalinity-forming due to their high content of alkaline minerals, such as magnesium, calcium, and potassium, which help neutralize acids in the body. In contrast, legumes with higher levels of acidic minerals, such as phosphorus and sulfur, or with a higher protein content, may be more acidity-forming. Moreover, the presence of fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants in some legumes supports their alkalizing effect. Other examples include lentils and chickpeas, which are generally more alkalinity-forming, while soybeans and peanuts may be slightly more acidity-forming. The overall impact on pH balance depends on the specific nutritional composition of each legume and should be considered within the context of a balanced diet. For grains, millet is alkalizing. We had millet this morning. It's a delicious grain, isn't it? I think we'll eat quinoa another time. Breakfast time. These are alkalizing grains, but they are also gluten-free grains, which has made them very popular. Amaranth is a grain that isn't very well known. The Aztecs traditionally consumed quinoa and amaranth. It's a very small grain, and when cooked, it becomes a sticky paste. What I usually do when my grandkids are with us, because they like porridge, is put some amaranth in with the millet or with the quinoa. If they're eating oats, I also add a little amaranth, which turns out very tasty. Spelt and kamut are wild hybrids of the original wheat. Rice and oats are also good to eat. Yes, oats are here. Yes, rice is here. They're not bad grains. We need some acidity. The two recommended nuts are almonds and Brazil nuts, and all their seeds have an alkalizing effect. Many seeds are considered alkalinity-forming foods thanks to their mineral content. Seeds often cited as alkalinity-forming are chia seeds, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, and hemp seeds. Fruit also has a caveat. If someone has a yeast presence in their body and is eating a lot of fruit, the sugar from the fruit will feed the yeast. As yeast feeds on the sugars from fruit, it releases acetic acid, lactic acid, and uric acid, basically creating a favorable environment for itself. So, when a person has a yeast presence and is eating a lot of fruit, you can see they are feeding the problem and creating a pH 5.5 environment, where yeast loves to live. So, should my whole diet consist of alkalizing foods to maintain a pH 6.5 environment? Not exactly. We need to consume 20% acidity-forming foods and 80% alkalinity-forming foods. I'm sure you won't be surprised to hear that the 20% should come from the section of foods we mentioned earlier. So, 80% of the foods you eat should be alkalinity-forming foods mentioned in this video, and the rest can be made up of acidity-forming foods which are whole grains, legumes, and nuts, all of which have healthy nutritional value.